This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us, Susan. Good to have you back with us tonight.
Good to be back.
It's great to have you. And the number, however, of positive coronavirus cases in Wisconsin continues to rise.
There are now more than 4,500 cases in the state, an increase of about 150 since new cases since yesterday. 232 people have died from the virus. Dane County health officials have confirmed 382 cases and 20 deaths in the county.
Governor Evers has a plan now to gradually reopen the state, announcing the steps to the Badger Bounce Back Plan today.
Our Amanda Quintana is here with more on the criteria that the state needs, that they need to meet before it can open up again. Amanda?
Governor Evers has said many times getting back to some sense of normalcy will feel more like turning a dial, not flipping a switch. So he released what that dial looks like for Wisconsin. He says in order to bounce back, the state would need 14 days of decline in COVID-19 symptoms reported, a 14-day decline in positive tests, and officials need to make sure hospitals can treat patients and test at-risk health care workers. The state also has to increase PPE and lab capacity so everyone who needs a test can get one, as well as increased contact tracing to track the spread.
In order to move beyond the safer at home phase, we need to meet some important criteria. The metrics we're using are based in large part on the president's guidelines for opening up America again that was issued by the White House on April 16th, 2020.
Just about 15 minutes ago, Republican Speaker Robin Vos and Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald released a joint statement following the guidelines, saying we continue to call on the governor to retreat from his one-size-fits-all approach and allow the state to safely open up regionally so people can get back to work. Wisconsin is a diverse state. Obviously, the Northwoods can't be treated like Dane and Milwaukee counties. Using the CDC guidelines, it appears portions of the state would be only days away from the first phase of reopening. So for now, from the governor's office, they say we are still under the safer at home order. Then we will come into phase 1, allowing the gathering of 10 people, restaurants to open with social distancing, and schools to resume in person. Then phase 2 and phase 3 will slowly allow more businesses to open and larger gatherings.
All right, Amanda, thank you. Workers at JBS meatpacking facilities in Green Bay will receive increased pay and enhanced protective equipment as the company confirms outbreaks of coronavirus in employees. The Brown County Health Department said the JBS beef plant has the biggest cluster of cases in the area. It's the first time the county has identified the locations of an outbreak. They do not know exactly how many people are infected with the disease. Governor Evers says the state is sending more than 2,200 testing supplies and personal protective equipment to Green Bay to help with the response to the outbreak.
The Tavern League of Wisconsin released a statement calling for a soft reopening by May 1st, and several restaurants and taverns say they plan to open then. Dan Zirith owns Jackson's Blue Ribbon Pub in Wauwatosa. He says his business has complied with the governor's safer at home order so far, but come May 1st, he says that's going to change. He says the governor's extension of the order until May 26th is unfair.
As a matter of fact, when I open up, I'm going to lose money. I'm doing this to make a point. They're taking rights from us, and they have no right to do that.
It's not only dangerous, but it's insulting to our frontline healthcare workers that are fighting this virus.
Yes. Very serious.
Despite online criticism, Zireth says he's going to be very careful, enforce social distancing, and people will be able to dine in come May 1st.
The head of the World Health Organization has warned that the worst is yet ahead of us in the coronavirus outbreak, raising new alarm bells about the pandemic, just as many countries are beginning to ease restrictive measures. The WHO Director General didn't specify exactly why he believes that the outbreak could get worse. So far, it's infected nearly 2.5 million people and killed over 166,000. That, according to figures compiled by Johns Hopkins. Some people, though, have pointed to the likely future spread of the illness through Africa, where health systems are far less developed. More than 750,000 Americans have now tested positive, and over 40,000 have died. That's nearly double the number of deaths from a week ago. Smithfield Meat Processing Plant in South Dakota now just shy of 900 cases, and 10 elderly patients at a healthcare facility in Minnesota have died from the virus. Meanwhile, New York's governor says the death toll in the last 24 hours is under 500 for the first time in weeks.
The vice president told FEMA staffers that he believes the country is getting through the coronavirus crisis. This while parts of the country hope to move toward a gradual reopening. Some state governors are calling for federal help with testing supplies.
Testing is up to the states. I'd like the federal government to help on those supply chain issues.
This will take a while because the testing ecosystem and infrastructure is being built for this unprecedented pandemic.
President Trump says he will use the Defense Production Act to acquire more cotton swabs. Lawmakers are working on securing more funding for hospitals and testing as part of a deal to replenish the Paycheck Protection Program. Negotiators say it could pass by the end of the week.
As more and more people start seeing their $1,200 checks roll in from the government, we were wondering what people plan on doing with that stimulus money.
Our Jamie Perez asked viewers like you to find out.
What are you planning to do with your stimulus check?
My curiosity got me asking the question. So I went out in front of Metcalf's in Hilldale to ask people in person.
What do you plan on doing with your stimulus money?
And I got a variety of answers, from retirement.
I'm just retiring this month, so it'll come in handy.
To paying for school.
To pay my tuition fees.
Taking that missed honeymoon trip.
I missed our trip to Portugal. So, but we'll have another one.
To do it.
Yeah, exactly.
To funding a trip for work.
Travel and food journalist, so I'm using $400 to fund a trip.
Or using it to treat yourself.
I am planning on doing some online shopping and probably saving some for when I can travel again.
And we've all got bills.
I'm gonna just pay bills with it. Nothing fun.
It's always just the main bills that you gotta pay, and groceries come in handy.
And some people are giving it right back to the government.
We'll pay taxes with it.
I don't know, maybe I'll pay my taxes or something.
Others keeping the money in the bank.
Just putting it in the bank and not doing anything at all for right now.
Just saving it.
Saving it. Yeah.
Good for you.
Regardless of what you do, it's called a stimulus fund, and it's up to you on what you choose to stimulate. In Madison, I'm Jamie Perez, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Jamie. And a lot of people have also reached out to our newsroom asking where they can donate that money if they don't need it. Reach out to your local food banks, homeless shelters, nonprofits, or charities. There are so many good organizations that could use it right now, and they would really appreciate your generosity.
All right, we had some sunshine out there to start the week. We could see some storms this evening. Let's check your first warn forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti. Hi, Gary.
You know, I think the threat for thunderstorms is pretty small. We might see a couple flashes of lightning or hear some rumbles of thunder, but we also could see some gusty winds moving through the area. As we take a look at visible cloud track right now, you can see those clouds thickening up from northwest to southeast, and that's actually along a cold front with some fast-moving showers and a few isolated thunderstorms. We'll zoom into southern Wisconsin. Looks like some showers just about ready to move through the Madison area. And again, just a couple of flashes of lightning here or there. The fast movement of the thunderstorms and showers means that we could see some gusty winds, but they're probably going to stay below severe limits. Right now, Madison at 62 degrees, but you can see behind those showers, those temperatures drop off into the upper 40s and lower 50s. By tomorrow morning, skies will clear out. Temperatures will be down to around freezing. Tomorrow will be a sunny, breezy, and cooler day. High temperatures will only reach the upper 40s. Be a little milder for Wednesday with some shower chances returning. We'll see those off and on for the end of the week. I'll have more details on weather in a few minutes.
Okay, Gary, thank you. Madison police are referring charges to the Dane County District Attorney against a driver involved in a fatal crash. Officers say it happened early yesterday morning in the 4800 block of Hayes Road. Witnesses reported seeing a vehicle driving without its headlights on. Authorities say 19-year-old Donovan Luz Torres was the driver, and he hit a semi. His passenger, 18-year-old Justin Wixom, was pronounced dead at the scene. Luz Torres faces possible charges of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle and knowingly operating without a valid license causing death. Luz Torres was injured and remains in the hospital.
The Dane County Sheriff's Office and Stoughton Police are investigating a stabbing from early this morning. Officers were called to an apartment complex off Lincoln Avenue around 4. Police say 3 men were injured during a fight, and one of the men appeared to have been stabbed. The man is expected to be okay, but was taken to the hospital for his injuries. Stoughton Police did not say if any arrests were made.
The Janesville police officer who shot a man to stop him from approaching officers with a knife has been cleared of any wrongdoing. That's according to the Rock County District Attorney. Janesville police say Christian Cargill got out of his vehicle and armed himself with a knife after he crashed on Highway 14 last month. Authorities said Officer Lyle Hollingshead shot Cargill in the leg and shoulder after officers used less lethal options to try and detain Cargill. He survived his injuries. The Rock County DA will be reviewing with Janesville police what, if any, criminal charges should be filed against Cargill.
The Wisconsin Red Cross is helping make arrangements assessments and provide resources for 75 people who were displaced from their homes after an apartment fire in the 3100 block of Muirfield Road on Saturday.
And our Gabriella Becerra is live there now. Gabby, the Red Cross says they're seeing higher fire numbers than usual. Is that right?
Yeah, Eric, the Wisconsin Red Cross is reporting more than 2 residential fires each day and helping about 350 people displaced from their home around the state. That's about double what they would normally see coming out of winter and heading into spring.
Usually when it's springtime and we get a thaw, kind of a warm up, those fire numbers dip down. But unfortunately, kind of what we have seen is since the beginning of March is that they've really been steady at more than 2 fires a day.
While it's too early to say if quarantine is responsible for keeping that number of residential fires from going down, it is one of the theories.
There's a couple of suspicions why that could be. Certainly people are at their home more, maybe things like cooking fires. But whatever the case is, we really have seen just kind of a steady clip of home fires in every corner of the state.
The Wisconsin Red Cross was on the scene of a Madison apartment fire on Saturday. But as a result of the coronavirus, spokesperson Justin Kern says they're responding virtually when they can.
It's harder to have that compassionate side that we pride ourselves on, that our volunteers really know that is important for people who are displaced to be there personally. So we're trying to add that as much as possible over the phone.
Kern says volunteers are prepared to help a higher number of people. It's just a matter of finding the right resources in a time where they're different than normal.
This is something that our teams are trained and ready for. It's just a matter of those kind of strange new elements, the aspect of, again, not being able to be the exact shoulder to cry on, but to still find those resources for people so that they can help cope.
Madison Fire says their department has not seen a strong increase in residential fires over the past couple of months. But as always, the Red Cross is reminding people to have a safety plan in place just in case something were to happen.
Yep, very good advice. Gabriella Becerra reporting live. Gabby, thank you. An attorney for a conservative law firm is urging the state Supreme Court on Monday to rein in the governor's expansive partial veto powers. Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty attorney Rick Eisenberg told the court during oral arguments today that the chief executive's ability to rewrite state law tramples on the separation of powers with the legislature. Governor Evers' attorney countered that Wisconsin residents already limited the governor's powers with a pair of constitutional amendments in 1990 and 2008, and the high court shouldn't go beyond that.
The vice president is coming to Madison tomorrow. Vice President Mike Pence will visit GE Healthcare's manufacturing site on the east side to highlight the production of ventilators during the COVID-19 pandemic. He will then participate in a roundtable discussion with GE Healthcare employees. We'll have coverage of the vice president's visit on channel3000.com and in our newscasts throughout the day. And ahead on News 3 now at 5, new details about a deadly mass shooting in Canada. And coming up next hour, a coronavirus survivor shares a message about the importance of following social distancing guidelines. Again, that's tonight on News 3 now at 6. Oil prices helping you at the pump, but killing the markets right now with a nearly 600-point dive for the Dow today. The Nasdaq loses 89 and change. The S&P falls 51. We'll be right back.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
For almost 50 years, we've built trust within our communities by making customer delight our top priority. That trust allows us to improve lives one home at a time. During this challenging time, we want to make sure your needs are being met without stress by offering 2-for-1 windows with no interest and no payments for 1 year. So go ahead, visit us online, or call now from the comfort of home.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
We here at Brothers Maine wanted to check in with everyone in the light of the COVID-19 epidemic. We're going to do everything we can here at our store to make sure everything's clean, disinfected, and ready for customers to come in and shop with us. Not only can we come to your house and set up the products as we normally would, but we're also going to be offering a free drop-off service in Dane and Rock County. There's nothing more important to our company than making sure that our employees and our customers are safe and healthy.
From our family to yours, we want to encourage you to keep going. Keep protecting what's most important. Keep hopeful in the face of all this. Keep believing. Keep being strong. Keep supporting the people on the front line. Keep staying together while staying apart. Keep being fearless. And most of all, keep dreaming. American Family Insurance is mailing our personal auto insurance customers a premium relief payment to help them keep going. We'll keep being here when you need us.
Hi, folks. Tuesday morning, join us as we introduce you to a new member of our News 3 Now This Morning family.
And we preview Vice President Mike Pence's visit to Madison as he tours a company making ventilators. We'll tell you what to expect from the trip starting at 4:30.
Our mental health is just as important as our physical health, especially right now. If you're feeling anxious, stop for a few moments. Turn off, unplug, and breathe. Take care of yourself, and remember, we're all in this together.
This just in from the Channel 3000 Alert Center. A bicyclist has been hit by a dump truck. Happened in Fitchburg this afternoon. Dispatchers say it happened near County Highway M at Went Road just before 4. The Fitchburg Police and Fire Departments are responding to the scene. Officials are unable to confirm the extent of that individual's injuries at this time.
A gunman disguised as a police officer went on a 12-hour rampage in the Canadian province of Nova Scotia, shooting people in their homes, setting fires, and killing at least 18 in the deadliest such attack in the country's history. Among the dead in the weekend rampage were a policewoman and the suspected shooter. Officials identified the suspect as 51-year-old Gabriel Wortman, who wore a police uniform at one point and made his car look like a Royal Canadian Mounted Police cruiser. Authorities did not provide a motive for the killings, but say they believe he acted alone. Let's get a check on the weather now. Gary is here watching the forecast. A little windy out there this afternoon, Gary, and some rain on the way.
Yeah, some bands of showers and a couple of isolated thunderstorms moving through. With the fast movement of these showers, it's possible they could produce some brief wind gusts up into the 40 to 50 mile per hour range. Already there have been a couple of wind gusts around 50 miles per hour in the La Crosse range. Everything has stayed below severe limits. I don't think we'll see anything severe. If we saw anything close to severe, it would be just strong straight line winds for a brief period of time. But every once in a while you can see those flashes of lightning popping up. For the most part, they're just rain showers. Farther to the north and west, precipitation starts mixing with snow in far northern Wisconsin. That will stay to our north. We're not looking for any snow for tonight. Most of the showers should be over with by midnight. Over the next 3 hours, future radar shows the last batch of showers moving through central Wisconsin, and I think by about 10 or 11 o'clock, most of the precipitation will be over with. 3 things you need to note in the forecast. We're looking for sunny skies tomorrow, but it'll be breezy and cooler. High temperatures will drop back into the upper 40s. It'll turn milder on Wednesday, but we'll see some shower chances, especially in the afternoon. Could even see a thunderstorm. And then as we head toward the end of the week, we'll look for some off and on shower chances Thursday, Friday, and Saturday into early Sunday morning. And it also will trend cooler. High temperatures will drop back into the 50s. On Weather Track out in the Pacific Ocean, you can see a couple of big storm systems heading up toward the Gulf of Alaska. This eventually will start buckling the jet stream and start bringing another little surge of cooler air as we head toward the weekend. For the most part, the active storm track is going to stay through the southern part of the United States, where some showers and thunderstorms are moving through here. There'll probably be another severe weather outbreak over the next couple of days in the far southern part of the country, but right now it looks like we'll stay pretty quiet around here, at least as far as any severe weather. And that's because as this cold front sweeps on through, winds will shift around to the northwest and temperatures will drop off. In fact, already we're seeing a pretty significant drop in temperatures right along and behind the cold front. The front just about through the Madison area right now. Ahead of the front, temperatures are in the 60s. Behind the front, they drop off into the 40s and 50s, and then 30s once you get up in northern Minnesota. Minnesota and far northern Wisconsin. Will be a little cooler for tomorrow with high temperatures in the upper 40s. On future tracking, see those showers clearing out of here very quickly. Look for sunny skies for tomorrow with high temperatures in the upper 40s. Now, clouds will start moving in tomorrow night. There's an outside chance we could see a rain or snow shower. This is actually along a warm front. They'll switch our winds around to the southeast as we head into Wednesday, and that'll warm us right back up again by Wednesday afternoon. It's possible we could see a stray shower or a thunderstorm. The better chances may come Wednesday night, and then temperatures will drop back a little bit for the end of the week. For tomorrow, look for skies to become mostly sunny. It'll be breezy and cooler. High temperature in Madison at 49 degrees. Over the next 7 to 10 days, you can see those temperatures going up and down. 49 tomorrow, 63 on Wednesday, back down into the 50s on Thursday. A little cooler for the end of the week with some shower chances. Then as we head into next week, temperatures right around the 60-degree mark. There'll be some shower or thunderstorm chances, especially about Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. But overall, at least temperatures will be really cold, but they won't be really mild either. So it's kind of the trade-off we have there.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. And ahead on News 3 Now at 5, how social media is helping collect data about coronavirus. We'll have more on that after a short break. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Take a break from cooking at home and order takeout from your local Monk's Bar and Grill. Monk's is offering curbside pickup takeout service for your safety and convenience during these difficult times. Visit monksbarandgrill.com for takeout menus and online ordering.
Okay, everyone, our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Great tasting and sure, with 9 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals, and nutrients to support immune health.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. And with great deals available, there's never been a better time to buy at your local dealership. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
During times like these, it's important to stay connected.
The new normal isn't normal at all.
But just because we're apart
doesn't mean we're alone.
We can reach out to old friends.
Remind our family that we love them.
Stay on top of business.
Even if it isn't business as usual.
Because we are resilient.
No matter how much distance is between us, we will never let you lose your connection.
US Cellular has a network you can count on, which means you can do anything, even make a commercial. US Cellular.
My dog wants a yard.
Love it.
And another dog.
Have you looked at houses yet?
Not yet.
But that's good. I learned from Summit that it's better to start with a pre-approval anyway.
Right.
Yeah. You can decide how much you're comfortable paying each month and then back into your price range.
Oh, and start putting the difference between your rent and your future mortgage into savings.
With Summit Credit Union, you might be more ready than you think.
I think it's great. Summit helps people build confidence and knowledge to move forward. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
Please join Madison Magazine, News 3 Now, and Channel 3000 in supporting local businesses. For a complete list of vendors, options, and hours of operation, go to MadisonMagazine.com. Thank you for supporting local businesses.
One of the last cruise ships still at sea after the coronavirus outbreak has now docked in Marseille, France. The ship docked this morning. More than 1,765 passengers. A spokeswoman says all of these passengers are healthy. This was quite the journey, though. They will now be checked for temperatures and symptoms as they disembark. Get this, the MSC Magnifica left port in Genoa, Italy back on January 5th. And since then had been to several ports, the last one on the 10th of March. In Wellington, New Zealand.
If you're struggling with finances during this pandemic, the University of Wisconsin Extension is launching a new video series with some tips on how to manage finances. Mindful Money Moments will reportedly cover topics like dealing with a drop in your income, managing money in tough times, and some options for paying back student loans, among other things. The videos will be shared every Wednesday and Friday afternoon on the UW Extension's Facebook page.
The families of those who died in the helicopter crash that killed Kobe and Gianna Bryant have filed wrongful death claims. The lawyer representing both the Mauser and Altobelli families filed separate complaints for damages. They're claiming the helicopter's operator, Island Express Helicopters, was negligent and careless. Everyone on board, 9 people, were killed in that January 26th crash in Calabasas, California. Kobe Bryant's widow, Vanessa, filed her own lawsuit back in February.
To help senior citizens stay safe, the Village of Blue Mounds Police Department is offering to-go grocery shopping. Starting today until the Safer at Home order is lifted, the department is offering to help those over 65 with an address in Blue Mounds. If you or a family member could benefit from the service, just email info@bluemoundspolice.com.
Facebook is using self-reported data from its users to track coronavirus. CEO Mark Zuckerberg said the company is working with Carnegie Mellon University on this project. The social media giant inviting users to take surveys on whether they're experiencing coronavirus symptoms, even if they are mild. The data could help anticipate more serious outbreaks at the county level. Zuckerberg said the surveys have generated 1 million responses a week and will be added into a regularly updated map. A final check of your First Warn forecast with Gary in just a moment. Stay with us.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
My bucket list is simple. When the time comes, I want to be at home with people who care how I live, not just how long. A Grace did that for my dad, and now I know a Grace will help me too.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. During Safer at Home, we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
Imagine facing Wisconsin's bitter cold winter without a warm home, or the blistering heat of summer without power, then having to make the tough choice between eating or meeting other basic survival needs. Unfortunately, over 200,000 of our neighbors in need will face this difficult decision with no place else to turn, including those who are now unemployed due to the COVID-19 crisis. For a hand up and help with your utility bills now during these difficult times, contact the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund today.
Have your home cooking Pinterest projects been a major fail? Let Sugar River Pizza save you from yourself. With locally sourced ingredients and a variety of creative menu items to choose from, you are never far away from your next favorite dish. Simply call or go online to place your carryout or delivery order and we'll take care of the rest. But if you're still feeling creative, order a growler or two from our beer list, which just might provide the inspiration you need for our do-it-yourself pizza kits. Sugar River Pizza in Verona, New Glarus, and soon, Sun Prairie.
For almost 50 years, we've built trust within our communities by making customer delight our top priority. That trust allows us to improve lives one home at a time. During this challenging time, we want to make sure your needs are being met without stress by offering 2-for-1 windows with no interest and no payments for 1 year. So go ahead, visit us online, or call now from the comfort of home.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Together, we can do this. Our spirit is what unites us. It is what bonds us and reminds us we are all one. Which is why if you need a vehicle during this time, we are offering 0% financing for 84 months with no payments for 90 days. And the ability to shop and buy from the safety of your home. Better days are ahead, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram will help you drive forward.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News tonight, with protests across the country, the White House warns Boston, Philadelphia, and Chicago could be the next hotspots. And we'll tell you which state will open hair salons and gyms this Friday. Plus, at a time when we need them most, why are some doctors and nurses taking a pay cut? And we end tonight with a Broadway star belting out tunes from his window to inspire hope during the pandemic. That's all coming up on the CBS Evening News.
Cameras were recording as strong storms recently ripped across the southeastern U.S.
Severe weather from Texas to the East Coast carried reports of wind, hail, and rain. Ominous shelf clouds were spotted looming over parts of Alabama. And check out this tower cam shot of Houston. It looked like something out of a sci-fi movie. It really does. We racked those up just for you, Gary. But it's getting to be that time of year. You know, you got to be careful
now. Fortunately, they didn't have as much severe weather as they had on Easter Sunday, but around here we've got some gusty showers and thunderstorms moving through. Here's some of the peak wind gusts that have just been reported. Mineral Point had a wind gust of 49 miles per hour at the passage of the showers. Here in Madison, our peak wind gust has been at 40 miles per hour, but a lot of locations saw winds around 45 miles per hour briefly as those showers passed on through. You can see them moving now through. Looks like the first batch of showers moving through Madison and Monroe. That's probably where the strongest winds will be. The second batch of showers doesn't have much behind it, but it does have a drop in temperatures. Notice those temperatures dropping off about 10 to 15 degrees as the showers move on through.
All right, Susan, good to have you back. You just kicked me right out of the studio. You come back and take
thanks
over.
to Charlotte, by the way,
See
for
you
all
back
her
here in a
help,
half hour.
too.
News 3 now at 6.